So the build starts. Just got to get the size for the base of the cab, which is why I have to build up the rig so as I can sit it on the board and work out the size I'm going to be having, because it's quite tight. I can't be too liberal with the dimensions of the cab. It's got to be fairly exact and as small as possible, really. So it's just working out what's enough width to be comfortable that will also fit in the space I've got, because we're building like a platform base first, so it's going to be like slightly longer than the seat and slightly wider, just enough for an adult to sit in, really, and then slightly longer than the actual rig, obviously. And then got to make provision for a screen at the front. So next job is build a platform base so the seat's off the floor a bit more than it is at present. Probably going to build it sort of, I don't know, 5 or 6 inches high off on a platform, I think. So that's where we're at currently. So quick update: base partially built. Just putting it, it's all cut, I'm just putting it all together. I've ended up, I don't know, it's probably about 8 inches I've gone high on the base to get the seat off the floor. So it's old man proof, all being well. Going for every bit of strength possible, because there's going to be a lot of weight in this. But current state of affairs, base partially built. Okay, so the base is built. As you can see, it's raised it up off the floor a significant margin. It feels much better. Just now positioning the seat on the base, because that's going to be bolted down. So I've got it in position and marked it. So I've just got to remove it again now and bolt it down, so it's not going to move. And then essentially the base of the cab is going to be built, and it's a case of building the cab around it then. So many hours later, I've hit a few problems, but the base is now complete with the driving rig installed, bolted down. I've gone for ultimate strength on the base. I've reinforced it everywhere, and I've also added some massive casters so I can actually move it when it's fully built, because it's going to weigh an absolute ton. So I've painted the top, as you can see, so I don't want to get the paint on the, I didn't want to be painting around the framework. So you're not going to see what I've left bare, because the sides have got to, obviously I've got to build the cab up now around this seat and base. You can see I've bolted the casters on, and the seat is also bolted on. So I'd say the hard work's done, really, in some ways, because I've just got to build the cab up around the base. Obviously there's still loads to do, but I've got the bases to fix the sides, back, front and top to, which is kind of I think it was the hardest bit, really, just to sort of get it together and allow me to bolt the rest on, as it were. But yeah, that's the current state of play. I'm waiting for artwork now. That's holding me up, because I can't really do the sides until my artwork turns up. because I've got to make the sides the same shape as the artwork. So unfortunately it was ordered a week ago, still hasn't arrived, so that really is holding me up now. I should be able to fix the front and back and top possibly before the sides, so it's going to be front and back next, then join them together with the top. But there we go anyway, that's the current state of affairs. So a few days on, we've made quite a bit of progress, as you can see. We've got the framework of the cab now built. It's got to have all its obviously exterior panelling, but the basic framework of the cab is built. As you can see, the seats in situ. There's going to be shelves there on those two sort of first shelf there for the console, and then the second shelf there for the screen, and you can sort of tell how it's starting to take shape. It's going to be a nice size, I think, actually. Try to build as much strength in as possible. You can, you know, it's going to be a snug fit, and you're not going to see the play seat base because the side of the cab's going to come up and cover that to sort of just below the height of the seat, so that will be hidden. I'm still waiting for artwork. It's really holding me up. I'm not impressed with the service I've been having off this guy off eBay. I'm going to complain later, I think. God knows how he sent it. I think by pigeon. But yeah, got to do some panelling for the top next to put a roof on it. Then I'm waiting to do the sides for which I need the artwork. So next step now is painting all this wood, or majority of this wood you can see, you know, bare wood, is going to have to be painted black because the inside of the cab's going to be completely black. But that's the current state of play anyway.